Hello and welcome back to the Internal Library Meditation Series. If you'd like to skip this introduction, the meditation will start at the 1-minute mark. Locate yourself somewhere where you're unlikely to be disturbed, and when you hear the bell, the practice has begun. You'll hear today's consideration, followed by long periods of silence, during which time I'll occasionally check in to remind you of the practice. I'll let you know when we've reached the final minute, and when you hear the bell for the second time, the practice has ended. As always, these meditations are free for everyone. I don't ever want a lack of money to stand in anyone's way of their cultivation of focus, presence, and peace. But if you do feel called to make a contribution in some way, you can find PayPal and VenMo links in the description of this video. All donations are greatly appreciated. And now, on with the practice. Take in a breath or two. Let yourself show up here. And notice if this is the first time you've checked in with yourself today. If it is, that's just fine. There's no wrong time to start the process, so long as you start. And for today's practice, consider the following. We are often in situations where what is needed is simply more or less of one variable. The water in the shower needs more or less heat. The light in the room needs more or less brightness. The car on the road needs more or less speed. But what if there's more than one variable in play? Is there a better way to determine what to do other than painstakingly calculating all of these metrics consciously? I think there is. Have you ever played with making a wine glass sing? You fill the wine glass with a little water, you wet the tip of your finger, and you run it along the edge, making circles until a resonance builds up. And then, assuming the parameters stay in place, the wine glass will sing with what can be a piercing intensity. But the interesting thing about this process is not just that it's a perfect balancing of pressure, speed, wetness, and water volume. It's also interesting in that you don't have to think about those things once you get it started. All you have to do is listen for the singing note. If it's singing, keep going as you're doing. If it stops, then something needs to change. Your mind will unconsciously adjust all of these variables as needed with almost no conscious input. And you can enjoy the sound. You'll learn to trust your finger to make the sound and simply feel for it holistically. Meditation can be practiced in just the same way. For today, as you breathe and watch your thoughts, see if you can feel the balance of focus and openness. Let your intuition guide the practice. Let's begin. Has your mind wandered off? Come right back. And again, don't overthink it. Simply feel your way to the moment. You'll know what true focus feels like when you get there. Trust yourself. For the final minute of this practice, let everything go. Give yourself a chance to fully relax. Do nothing. Just be. Thank you once again for taking time to cultivate your focus, your presence, and your peace, both for yourself and for the rest of us. Take care, and I'll see you next time.